Welcome to the Insight series on personal well-being. Our question for this week is, what are the major implications of our own personal uniqueness? There are many major implications of our own uniqueness. First of all, your uniqueness makes it very difficult for others to know what you actually need. And that comes into play in terms of our not being able to read each other's minds about what our needs are. Second, your uniqueness makes it hard for you to know with certainty what you need and how you will react to any changes that are put in place. Third, your uniqueness requires you to always be in a learning mode about your needs and likely reactions to various things that you do or consume. And this is particularly true in terms of the aging phenomena. Fourth, this learning mode usually requires simple testing of possible improvements, trying out new things that may in fact improve your well-being. Fifth, we also need to respect our own suggestibility and how we are influenced by others. So we oftentimes are not necessarily aware of how much influence others can bring to bear in our own sense of our perception of well-being and what will improve it. Sixth, those we seek well-being advice from should be functioning from a sense of humility. And that's where we need to be recognizing that we really don't know everything about other people or about what they need, regardless of the number of degrees behind our names, how many years of experience we've had in doing a particular kind of health advising. So those are all issues that I believe need to put everyone we involve ourselves with into that sense of humility. Seventh, frequently a simple trial and error approach is one of the best paths forward. So our ability to look at our life and to make various changes and then to examine, hopefully with some objectivity, how that particular change has affected us. And that's dietary change. It can be changes in the way we handle stress. It can be our physical activity. It can be our intellectual activity or our social activity. So it's all the variety of things that we have choice over. Eighth, we need to be willing to continue to learn about ourselves and to maintain ultimate responsibility for your own health and well-being. My advice to you is don't give that ultimate responsibility away. That's something that only you are in a position to really evaluate. Unless your clinical situation is such that you're comatose or you're not conscious or you're not able to think clearly. And then we have others, hopefully, in our lives that can bring that to bear. Ninth is health and wellness professionals of all different types. And we should be looking at different types of people to advise us. As our primary advisors around our health and well-being, you still definitely need to have and hold on to the final say. So these are advisors. They're advising us about our health and well-being choices. We just need to hold on to the final word. Finally, you need to accept the responsibility for your own choices. And that goes along with our making those choices and having the free will to do so. And it's related to ultimately our level of health and well-being. Now, the key summary statement here is that your own uniqueness needs to be seriously considered as you work on improving your own health and well-being. For more information on this topic, try using the following terms in your web browser. Primary care provider, and we'll deal with that more next week. Types of physicians that you can use. The naturopaths, wellness coaches, nurse practitioners, physician's assistants. These are all different kinds of health advisors and well-being advisors that we have an opportunity to use. Next week, we'll be addressing the question of why does everyone need a PCP or a primary care provider? We encourage you to live well, live wise, live long.